Shu Yi finally confessed everything. Although she has stated that evil, she could never shake off the shadows in her heart. She didn't dare to go. She didn't dare to find out. She didn't dare to contact us. So Shu Yi bought a stun gun for self-defense. That day, as soon as Xiaoming made a move, he was stunned. But before she could catch her breath, Xiaoming showed signs of waking up. In a moment of panic, Shu Yi picked up a fruit knife and dealt with Xiaoming was it for all. The child's expression turned complex after hearing this. Although Shu Yi acted in self-defense, it couldn't change the fact of intentional murder. However, just as Shu Yi was being escorted away, the case took a significant turn. Here are Leta's words. Shen Yi immediately says something was off. To verify his suspicions, he brought the Chen to the place where Zhu Di took pictures. After multiple tests for confirmation, no matter the angle, it was impossible to photograph the family building. It was evident that this was a premeditated murder. The Chen immediately resumed the interrogation. When Zhu Di admitted to intentional homicide, Liting immediately confessed everything. After she got together with Zhao Mingqi, she suffered domestic violence as well. Even during her pregnancy, it didn't stop. She tried to resist and escape, but Zhao Mingqi threatened her parents' lives to completely escape the nightmare and to protect her toe. She found Zhu Di online. Then declared a lure and kill scheme. Liting was responsible for Lord Zhao Mingqi with photos and attacking him, while Zhu Di just needed to provide a venue. With the tacit cooperation, the plan proceeded very smoothly. But in the end, Zhu Di suddenly had a change of heart. She didn't want Liting to lose the chance to be mother with her, so she decided to take all the blame. As Liting was taken away, this tragic domestic violence time at the case officially came to a close. However, before they could touch her breath, at the Fenki police station, this look familiar was it strangely enough. The murderer had 3 eyes. Looking at the predicted facial features by the sketch artist, Shen Yi didn't dare to be slack at all. Immediately went to the Fenki police station. He learned from the director's words. Liu Xiao was taken after the party by the murderer to the mountains for assault. Confirmed through interviewing, Liu Xiao is a reserved and solitary girl with an up personality. She does not get along well with her roommates, so no one noticed her movements. Moreover, no criminal traces were found on Liu Xiao. They couldn't determine if the murderer was a classmate or someone from outside. As the case was about to reach a deadlock, he wrongly finally made a new discovery. They found traces of listeners in the victim's body. This indicates that to ascertain Liu Xiao's specific condition, Shen Yi hurried to the hospital. After a brief conversation, it was found that Liu Xiao is particularly sensitive under the influence of hallucinogens. Her perceptions are drastically bold, so the details and dimensions become exaggerated, which leads to this description of the murderer. Back at the police station, Shen Yi decided to evaluate. Under the curious eyes of his colleagues, he removed all the facial features from the sketch, and then approached it from the perspectives of anatomy, perspective, and visual characteristics. Comment in 1-to-1. The deepened structure with the normal proportion of 3 divisions and 5 eyes decided that Shen Yi found 3 different faces in the portrait, and these 3 murderers were classmates of Liu Xiao. But what the director couldn't understand was, what did the patterns in the portrait represent? After hearing this, Shen Yi couldn't help but feel pleased. He suspected there was a 4th murderer. However, when all the features were covered, what came into view was a butterfly. To clarify the meaning behind it, Shen Yi went straight to the hospital with the painting, but unexpectedly, Liu Xiao's mother looked guilty after seeing it. Then she revealed a secret that had been hidden for many years. It turned out that when Liu Xiao was little, she was busy with work, so she wrote a diary in class of interest, but didn't expect to encounter a beast to preserve Liu Xiao's reputation. She told him to report it, but rather moved to Beijiang City to life, to unravel Liu Xiao's mental block, and to prevent more girls from suffering harm. Shen Yi, based on clues provided by Liu Xiao's mother, directly found the male teacher, and brought him to justice. As the butterfly specimen returned to nature, this case of Kevin's tragedy officially came to an end. However, while Shen Yi was Liu Chen brought bad news. Looking at the courts of Teacher Zhu duel, Shen Yi found it hard to believe. He denies that the reason for his employment was actually the less time than that. Confirmed by Hironi's investigation, the trachea and bronchi were filled with bloody foam. Both lungs were extended. Kind of open released a large amount of foamy liquid. Swelling in head face, cerebral hemorrhage. Consistent with fine characteristics before death, no suspicious signs of homicide were found. It can be classified as a suicide. Subsequently, Shen Yi, heartbroken, returned to the teacher's house. Looking at everything familiar before him, scenes from the past flashed through his mind. But just then, the memories were suddenly interrupted by the painting. Shen Yi remembered very clearly. This painting had been burned by him 7 years ago. Just as she was thinking, Junior Lin suddenly walked in. She was preparing a gallery exhibition using works from the room to commemorate the teacher. Seeing Lin's calm demeanor, Shen Yi immediately understood everything. But what he couldn't comprehend was why the master would copy his work. But Lin refused to reveal anything. She even advised him to paint a real piece instead. Otherwise, the teacher would be scorned by peers for copying. The Chong instantly said something was off, so he went to the nearby gallery to investigate alone. Only that Zhu has been selling Shen Yi's paintings recently. The Chen immediately began his investigation. Eventually, they had found a video on Zhu's phone. Dad.
We still need some money. Not if it feels like. Please help me get her quickly. I promise. This will be the last time.
Who is that?
So what's your son? Zhu.
According to Zosuo's recollection, Zhu was passionate about painting his children. Later, he took Shen Yi and the maid. He ignored them completely. That's why he left Bro alone as an adult. If it weren't for the inheritance, he wouldn't have returned at all. Since Zhu was done mind to admit, but unexpectedly, Shen Yi discovered a clue. The person in the video is not Xing'an. Normal expressions are easy to imitate.
The person in the video is not Xing'an.
Normal expressions are easy to mimic. But when emotions run high, the changes in facial muscles are subtle and hard to replicate. Everyone has unique micro-reactions. These micro-reactions are expressed through facial muscles.